Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another lesson on the series with regards to 6th fasting of the month of Shawwal. This is a very important fast. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Man sama Ramadan thumma atba'ahu sitta min Shawwal kana ka siyam ad-dahr." Whoever fasts the month of Ramadan then does 6 in the month of Shawwal after having done the Ramadan fast, then it's as if he's fasted the whole year. So there are rulings that are connected to this. Today, inshallah ta'ala, we're going to talk about the specification of doing the 6 voluntary fast in the month of Shawwal. Does it have to be in the month of Shawwal? So, in the previous videos, what we discussed was that the reason why we get the reward of a whole year is because fasting Ramadan 30 days is multiplied by 10. It's equal to what? 10 months. The 1 month of Ramadan is equal to 10 months. Because al-hasanatu bi'ashri amthaliha. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he mentioned that good deeds are multiplied by 10. So if you fast 1 month, the month of Ramadan, you get the reward of having fasted what? Of fasting 10 months. 30 days, 300 days, i.e. 10 months. And the 6 days of Shawwal, 6 times by 10 is 60. That's 2 months. So the 10 months, you get the reward for fasting Ramadan. I fast in 6 days of Shawwal is the reward of what? 2 months, i.e. 60 days. So the question is, if I fast Ramadan and I do the 6 but not in Shawwal, I do it in the next month for example, Dhul Qa'dah for example, or Dhul Hijjah, I've done 6. And al-hasanatu bi'ashri amthaliha. The deeds are multiplied by 10. So do I have to do the 6 in the month of Shawwal? Can I not just do them in any other time of the year? Because whenever I do them, those 6 are going to be multiplied by 10. It's going to be worth 60 days, which will be 2 months. So I've already got my 10 months for the 1 month of Ramadan, and now I've got 60 days for doing any of the other days. So brothers and sisters, I want to explain to you 3 situations here. If a person fasts the month of Ramadan and then they fast the 6 in the month of Shawwal, they get the reward as if they fasted the whole year of obligatory fasts. They get the reward as if they fasted the whole year obligatory fast. Remember, the obligatory fast is not like the recommended sunnah one. The one that is wajib and fard is not like the one that is sunnah and mustahab. The Monday, Thursday fast, even though it's great, is nowhere near as great as the fasting in the month of Ramadan. If you do Ramadan and the 6 in Shawwal, you get the reward as if you fasted a whole year of obligatory fast. You fasted 360 odd days. You fasted 12 months non-stop of obligatory wajib fast. That's if you do Ramadan and 6 in the month of Shawwal. Now, the second situation is if you fasted 30 days in any other month of the year, and then you fasted another 6 in any other month of the year, you still get the reward of a year of fasting, but not obligatory. Now you get the reward of a year of voluntary fast. You fasted a month, which is times 10 months. Then you fasted another 6 days, which is the reward of what? 60 days, 2 months. So what have you done? You fasted 36 days outside Ramadan and Shawwal. You still get the reward of having fasted a year, but it's the reward of having fasted a year of voluntary fasts. It's the reward of having fasted a year of voluntary fasts. So the first situation, Ramadan and the 6th of Shawwal, a year of obligatory fast, you get the reward. A month and 6 days outside Ramadan and Shawwal, you get the reward of having fasted what? A year of voluntary fast. What if now you do, and this is the question and what this video is about, the month of Ramadan, but then you do 6 outside Shawwal. You will get the reward, inshallah ta'ala, of 10. You will get the reward of 10 months for Ramadan, obligatory, and you'll get the reward of what? 2 months voluntary. So you get a bit of both. You'd have 10 months of obligatory because the month of Ramadan is worth 10 months, inshallah ta'ala. And then you'll get what? You'll get the 2 months from the other 6 days that you've done, but it won't be obligatory. And the difference between the obligatory and the voluntary is only Allah knows. Only Allah knows. But it's massive. It's massive. It is massive. A person who doesn't fast the obligatory fast in Ramadan, Imam Dhahabi said, is worse than a fornicator and a thief and an alcoholic. But a person who doesn't fast a voluntary fast is not even doing a sin. Look at the weight of an obligatory fast compared to a voluntary fast. Even though it's good, we're not belittling it. But getting those extra 2 months of obligatory fast may be exactly what you need to tilt the scales in your favor so you can go to paradise, inshallah ta'ala. So it's not something that is to be abandoned, my brothers and sisters. So in summary, Ramadan and Shawwal, a year of obligatory fast. Another month and 6 days outside Ramadan and Shawwal, the year of a whole year of voluntary fast. And then my brothers and sisters, if you do Ramadan, but then 6 in other days outside Shawwal, you get the reward of 10 months of obligatory fast and 2 months of voluntary. A question, and we'll conclude on this, is what if a person took a vow, took a nadhr? They vowed and they said, upon me is to fast what? A month. Now, a vow is obligatory now. It wasn't obligatory before. It wasn't obligatory for you to fast the whole of what? Muharram. But you say, I take a vow, I'm going to fast all of Muharram. You've made it obligatory upon yourself now. And when a person takes a vow, they must fulfill it. If you take a vow to do Umrah, if you take a vow to do i'tikaf in Mecca, if you take a vow to give this much money, if you take a vow, you must fulfill your vow. It's got its rulings, which we're not going to go into, but you must fulfill the vow. And it's obligatory, it's wajib upon you to do it now. You made it obligatory upon yourself. If a person says, I vow that I'm going to what? Fast the month of Muharram or whatever have you. And then they do another 6 outside Muharram. So they've done another month of what? Obligatory. And then they've done 6 days outside that. Will this still be multiplied by 10? And will this still give them the reward of an entire year of obligatory fast? Because here's the thing. The obligatory fast gets you what? The reward of a year of obligatory fast. The 1 month of obligatory fasting gets you the reward of a year of obligatory fasting if you follow up with the 6. This is now also obligatory upon you, but you made it obligatory upon yourself. Are you allowed? So if you did this, would you then also get the reward of a year? So in a person's mind, he thinks, let me fast Ramadan, get a year's worth of fast. Now let me just vow to fast the next month as well. So it's obligatory on me, and they do an extra 6. And every couple of months they do that, and they get in the reward of multiple years of obligatory fasts that are just being knocked out the park for them. They think that in their mind. Is that something that gives them that reward? What is apparent, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best, is that no. They get the reward, they don't get the reward of an obligatory fast, a year's worth of obligatory fast by vowing a month. And that is because this is something that they made obligatory upon themselves. And the hadith specifically mentioned Ramadan. And Ramadan is obligatory, aslan, based on it's from the foundations of the Sharia. The Sharia made it wajib on you. So the hadith mentioned Ramadan. And Ramadan is always obligatory. This you made obligatory upon yourself. And number 2, the hadith mentioned Ramadan. It didn't mention other things. So we're going by what the hadith mentioned to us. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam. May Allah bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.
Time is a very important thing, and we take it for granted so much so that we like to kill time. But in reality, time kills us. How much more time are you going to waste on your phone, listening to random videos and podcasts? Why not utilize your time to seek knowledge? We're always saying, I don't have time to learn. But look at how many hours we spend surfing the web and on social media. We have time, but we don't utilize it correctly. Spend your time worshipping Allah. Spend your time seeking knowledge. Allah said, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. When you finish one act of worship, jump on to the next. And remember that the people who their souls are being taken and they're going to be dragged to the hellfire in the Quran, it indicates that the reason that they became destroyed was because of procrastination. Don't be like them. Make use of your time today and start seeking knowledge now.